Hello everyone! I got access to Ascension's new realm, Warcraft Reborn, Bronzebeard. Today it is October 1st. This game is releasing in 2 days on Friday. It is releasing on October 3rd. And I wanna show you guys the Mystic Enchantments because there is almost no information online outside of the official Ascension YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get started with this. I'm gonna start with Mage and Warlock. Let's make a Mage so you guys can see the process. Test. Let's call this test Mage. I want to enable transmogs, very typical Ascension things, and let's log in. And if you guys gonna try this for yourself before the official release, let me show you guys how you can do this. You go to the Discord page. You go here to the Discord page of Ascension WoW, and what you can do is you roll up, you see all those invites, click one of those, hopefully one of them works, and you get the free invite. But yeah, that's what you can do. So we're in with the mage. Let's start with the spellbook first. Let's see any weird spells, anything out of the blue. You do get mirror images at level 60. You get spell steal. What else? You have arcane blast, fire, nothing special. You get frostfire bolts, and that's it for it. But that's for the skills. So that's it for the skills. What we're gonna do next is go to the Mystic Enchantments. So you get 1 legendary enchantments, you get 3 epic ones, and the other ones are, I would say, let's call them common. What I want to do is I want to focus, because there is 8 pages of mage enchantments. I'm only going to focus on the things that define your gameplay. Because I want to do videos for all classes today, so we are only going to look at the things that define like your major gameplay, what you can do with the class. So let's start with Fire Mastery. This thing is what you put in the middle. And so let's start with Fire Mastery. Increase your fire critical strike damage and critical strike chance by 4%. Whatever. Frost Mastery. Increase your frost damage done by 4% and damage done by your water elemental by 10%. Arcane Mastery. Increase your haste by 4%, reduce the mana cost of your arcane spells by 4%. Pretty nice. Cremation. Deal 49 damage over 10 seconds, plus 2 times the total periodic damage from your Ignite, Pyroblast and Living Bomb effects, which are consumed. This periodic damage can critically strike. Tame Dragon Skin. Begin taming a dragon skin to be your companion. Your armor is reduced by 100% while you focus on taming the dragon skin for 20 seconds. If you lose dragon skin attention for any reason, the taming process will fail. So you can have like a pet as a mage. Frozen Orb. I mean, we know what Frozen Orb does. Launches a Frozen Orb forward from the caster's position that deals 95 to 101 damage to all nearby enemies. Yeah, they are slowed for 40%. Meteor. We also know what Meteor does. This is like retail spells. Arcane Orb. We also know what Arcane Orb does. This is like a retail spell. Frost Bomb. Place a Frost Bomb on the target that explodes after 4 seconds or when dispelled. Oh, that's pretty nice. Touch of the Magi. Applies Touch of the Magi to an enemy. 50% of arcane damage you deal to the target then explodes, restoring 20% of his total mana and dealing the accumulated arcane damage to the target. Pretty nice. I think Arcane Mage will be good from what I see so far. Ice Barrage. Dealing damage with Frostbolt and Frostfire Bolt generate an icicle. You can store up to 5 icicles at 5 stacks. Your Ice Lance will treat the target as frozen. This is also like a retail spell. Mages, not impressed so far, but I think Arcane Mages will be good. Your damaging mage spells have a 50% chance to cast an additional random mage spell for free. Okay. Rune of Power. Place a Rune of Power on the ground which increases all magic damage done by 20% and reduce the mana cost of your Arcane Blast by 100% while you stand in it. Nice. Hot Hands. Pyroblast is also able to trigger a hot streak. Haha. Barrage Overload. Each stack of Arcane Blasts empower your Arcane Barrage to unleash bursts of pure Arcane energy. Each Arcane Blast stacks consumed by Arcane Barrage grants you a Barrage Overload. Your Arcane Blasts cast 20% faster but cost 40% more mana. Your Arcane Missile can restore 2% mana. Okay. So that's the mage one. Obviously, I would like this. I would like us to read all 8 pages, but I wanna move to Warlock because I wanna move to the other classes. And then I have to edit these videos out. So who knows how long this is gonna take. So yeah, let's move to Warlock. Alright, and now we are with a Warlock here. So let's take for skills. Anything that stands out, you get Seed of Corruption as a Warlock. What else? You get the Demonic Circle here that you can teleport. Fell Armor, I'm not sure if Warlocks have Fell Armor on the original game. Summoner's Armor, what is this? Increase spell power of summon demons. That's new for sure. And Distraction, you get Shadow Flame. So let's move to the legendary enchantments. Let's see what Warlocks can do. Distraction Mastery. Increase your fire and shadow damage by 4% and damage done of your immolate by additional 5%. Demonology Mastery. Increase the damage done of your summoned demons by 10% and its attack speed by 10%. Affliction Mastery. Increase your spell haste by 4% and the damage done of corruption by 6%. Soul Harvest. Increase the magic damage done. Increase your magic damage done and your pet's damage by 15%. Last 6 seconds. Increased by 3 seconds for each target afflicted by your corruption, Curse of Agony and Immolate, up to a maximum of 24 seconds. I mean, this looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. Getting 15% damage on you and your pet for 24 seconds is pretty insane. On a 2-minute cooldown. Enslave Demon. Begin enslaving a demon, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Hand of Gul'dan. Hand of Gul'dan is always a nice spell to have, I always like this. Call down a demonic meteor dealing 9 shadow flame damage to the enemies within 5 yards and summon 4 wild beams. Pretty nice. Soul Swap. You copy your damage over time effects from your target from the target, preserving the power and duration. For 5 seconds afterwards, the next target you cast Soul Swap, exhale or will be afflicted by the copy damage here. Endless Agony. Dealing damage with drain life, reduce the active duration and cooldown of your Curse of Doom by 3 seconds and applies Endless Agony. After a target of Curse of Agony dies, any stacks of Endless Agony will be spread to nearby enemies within 10 yards. And let's see what Endless Agony does. Increase your damage deal to the target with Curse of Agony by 2% and Curse of Doom by 8%. Stacks up to 10 times for 12 seconds. Shadow Crash. Hurl a bolt of slow-moving shadow energy at the destination, dealing shadow damage to the enemies within 8 yards, pulling them towards the center of the explosion, slow them down by 70%. Crazy Cultist. Your damaging Warlock spells have a 50% chance to cast an additional random Warlock spell for free. Bane of Havoc. This is on retail, this is on Mist of Pandaria also. We know what it does, but let me read it out for you guys. Pierce the ground with Demonic Bane, causing your Shadow Bolt, Incinerate, Soul Flame, Chaos Bolt to also strike additional targets marked with the Bane for 50% of the damage dealt. Last 15 seconds. Nether Portal. Tear open a portal to a twisted nether for 15 seconds. Casting Shadow Bolt on Incinerate summons a demon to fight for you. Casting Soulfire summons 2 demons. Wow! Cataclysmic Burst. Dealing damage with Incinerate extends the duration of your Immolate by 2 seconds and increases the periodic damage of Immolate by 8%, stacking up to 4 times. This effect is consumed when casting Conflagrate. Nice. Soul Erosion. While using Drain Soul, the duration of your Haunt, Unstable Affliction and Shadow Embrace is not reduced on the target. Dealing damage with Unstable Affliction and Curse of Agony has an 8% chance to increase the damage of your next Drain Soul by 200%, but reduce its duration to 6 seconds. This effect can occur once every 8 seconds. This is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie, I really like this one. Demonic Reoccurrence. Reduce the cooldown of Metamorphosis by 75 seconds, but reduces the bonus armor granted by 50%, and you can no longer benefit for the reduced chance to be crit or reduced chance for stun and snares. So this is for the Warlock and Mage. Hello. Let's move to another class. What I'm gonna show you guys also is...
See you later.
Let me try and get a quest here.
King's honor, friend. Need help? Be careful.
So this is what I'm gonna show you guys. First quest you get a free bug.
For the Alliance.
So you go do the quest, you kill 8 kobolds and you also get a bug at the start of the game. But yeah, I'm gonna do more classes now.